Hello and welcome. This is Dr. Reyes-Fournier, welcoming you all to assessment and testing. This is an 8-week course where we are going to go over psychological assessments. What are they about? How are they created? And how to create them. The goal of the class is to understand the process, not necessarily to be able to accomplish the process. This is probably one of the more technical things that we do in psychology. To give you an idea, an assessment usually takes between 2 to 5 years to create. That's a simple assessment. We're not talking about large ones that have been going on and on for the last almost 60, 70 years, like the MMPI. To give you an idea of what's going to go on, let me start with some of the information that I've included with this video. Some websites are posted here that for you to use. I'm not going to necessarily go over those as well. This is just one of those general companies that sell testing items, and not items, but surveys and things like that. Some of the assessments that you are going to read about are sold on this site. So this is an industry. There is an industry attached to this. This is a site that you are going to use just to get yourself acquainted with what kinds of assessments are out there. This is not a complete list. This is some of the more well-known ones, but some of them are missing. I can just, with a quick look at it, I know that some of them are missing. I will have this for you as well. Here's an assessment right here. And we're going to talk about this one a lot, mainly because I know this one really, really well. This is the Locke-Wallace Marital Adjustment Test. I use the Locke-Wallace Marital Adjustment Test in my research, so I know it pretty, backwards and forwards. The reason why I use it, and you're going to see that you're going to use this website called Fetzer.org a lot, because they actually provide a copy of the assessments for you. They also come with research on the assessment. Every assessment isn't just somebody sitting down and writing a bunch of questions. In fact, most assessments start with hundreds of questions. And through fancy math and statistics, we get down to what is now presented here, 15 questions. Okay? Actually, it's really 20 questions, but they kind of break those down. But to give you an idea of what kind of research is done on this, this is from 2004. There's actually more current information on the Locke-Wallace. This assessment was actually written in 1959, okay? And it's still one of the most used marital adjustment tests or marital satisfaction tests in the world. So it is a very reliable and valid instrument, and that's why it's used mostly in research and in therapy. So if a couple goes into therapy, they give them the Locke-Wallace and they assess from there. Here's another one from Fetzer that I know very well, the Meaning in Life Questionnaire. This one is nice and short. You could do it yourself at any time. And it gives you 2 scores. And also it comes with all of the research done on it. Not all of it, just a couple of the more prominent ones, since those are actually written by the person who wrote it, probably not the good ones. I will also include a copy of the URL to this PDF. It is just a companion to what you are using in your textbook. It's just more information. Gives you, most of this information is current, even though this is from 2003. But it also has a lot of assessments in there that you could peruse as well. And I'm also going to give you this one, the Encyclopedia of Psychological Assessments. And what else? Here is, and I found this one interesting, it's just a list of psychological assessments. Now, even here, you have a 15-page list. to give you an idea, and I'm just going to scroll down, some of these take anywhere from 5 minutes to 2 hours to administer. Some of these are what we would call paper and pencil, where you just hand the questions over to the client, the participant, whoever, whatever you're using the assessment for, and or these are things that are administered by psychologist, counselor, researcher, or whoever's doing the assessment. This goes everywhere from educational psych, neuropsych, behavioral psych, which would include things like mental illness and actual human behavior, personality testing, and what other kinds here. I think I pretty much covered everything that they could do. This is not a complete list of assessments, to give you an idea of how many are out there. This class is going to be, could be fun if you make it fun, or it could be really tough for you. So it is your choice of how to approach it. I am encouraging you all to approach it as something exciting. You're going to be given the opportunity to start thinking about creating an assessment. Now, it could be on anything. It could be on depression. It could be on why do people choose a certain color of car? Or what kind of car color is best for your personality? Those kind of things. The kind of things that you would see on Facebook. Some of them are actually based on psychological tools. In fact, one of the things that I did a while back was, for a website, was creating an assessment on which Little House on the Prairie character are you. And I based it on the Myers-Briggs, which is another assessment that you could take for personality. So have fun with it. I encourage you to email me if you have any questions. I promise to be there for you, to get you through this course. Do not get overwhelmed, because I'm here and we will all get through this together. Once again, welcome to class, and we will talk soon.